Good. We got some tired legs, so that's exactly what I wanted.
I bet. And what went into your decision to run the 1500 meter today after the steeplechase at the trials?
Yeah, just get some more turnover going into Paris. I feel really strong right now, strength-wise, so I just needed some turnover and some extra things just to gear up before, the big one.
And what has training looked like these last 2 weeks since the trials?
Yeah, kind of not back to the basics, but just getting right back to the grind, Olympic trials was step one, and now we're prepping for step two. So kind of just back to the work and trying to put blinders on.
And what do you mean by putting blinders on? Can you tell me more?
Yeah, just focusing on myself, focusing on the process, focusing on the little day-to-day things that I'm doing, and just being present.
And how does it feel to race with Olympia next to your name?
It's pretty cool, I'll be honest. It's special. It's something that I'll have forever, and I'm not going to take it for granted.
And what are these next 2 weeks before Paris going to look like for you?
Same thing. It's time to shut it down and lock back in and gear up for Paris.
And what are you most looking forward to in Paris outside of just the race?
Ooh, I'm looking forward to going and watching other sports. I grew up watching the Olympics religiously, and I'm a big fan of a lot of other sports, and I kind of follow closely, so I'm excited to see, especially the women show up and show out.
And what's your favorite sport to watch other than track?
Oh my gosh, I love gymnastics, and honestly, I'm so excited to watch Katie Ledecky in swimming. She's incredible.
Absolutely. And on the topic of women's sports, what would you have to say about kind of like the culture shift that there's been this year in terms of there being more attention to women's sports and you being a big part of that?
Yeah, I'm very fortunate to be a part of it. There's a lot of women doing a lot of incredible things that deserve the highlight, and they deserve to have their name shown. And women's sports, they're important, and everyone watches women's sports, so shout out to Together. But yeah, I'm really excited for women. Women work hard, and I was thinking about it, less than 20 years ago, I wouldn't even be able to have the opportunity to run the steeple at the Olympics. And so I'm very grateful, and I'm excited for women's sports and where it's going to go. It's going to be big stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And what was the best piece of advice that Coach Taylor gave you going into the race today?
Paris prep. Use this as Paris prep. Take what we can, learn where we're at, and if we need to shift gears, we shift gears. But most importantly, have this as a step into Paris.